The relationship between India and the UAE has strengthened over the past decade. Riding on this growing relationship between India and the UAE-India CEPA Council Startup Series was launched on Tuesday in New Delhi, where the UAE will help Indian startups soft launch in the Emirates. Speaking more about the India-UAE CEPA Council Startup Series and the India-UAE relations, Ambassador of the UAE to India, Dr. Abdulnasser Jamal Alshaali, spoke to DD India's Dibendu Montal.
On the sidelines of the UAE-India CEPA Council Startup Series here in New Delhi, I'm joined by the Ambassador of UAE to India. Welcome to Doordarshan. So what is the Startup Series all about and what does it aim to achieve?
So we're going to open up for applications today. And startups can submit their pitches, they'll be screened, evaluated, and then they'll be, if successful, they'll have an opportunity to come and present them in person. Once that is done and they actually do qualify, they'll be supported to expand their startups into the UAE in terms of business licensing, trade licensing, understanding the rules and regulations of the land, and being able to also get financing and capital if that is something that they are after.
Right. And how do you look at the startup environment in India, and how do you see the UAE market good for the Indian startup?
It's one of the most solid ecosystems around the world, and we're lucky to basically be in proximity of India and being able to do something like Startup Series, and last year we have done the Founders Retreat. So there's a lot of focus when it comes to startups as a very interesting chapter in this relationship, and a chapter that will drive the numbers between the two countries in terms of bilateral trade and investment further.
Well, you spoke about the bilateral trade between India and the UAE. How do you see CEPA being able to step up investment and trade ties between the two countries?
Quite successful. So today we're looking at numbers where bilateral trade have exceeded $80 billion, non-oil bilateral trade have exceeded $50 billion. The UAE from the year 2000 onwards have invested more than $20 billion. $10 billion were invested in startups in the past few years. So there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of excitement, and CEPA, believe it or not, has an Article 13.2 that's specifically focused on startups, and this is what we're doing today.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to Doordarshan, and we hope India and UAE ties grow stronger from here on.
Thank you so much.
With camera person Manmohan, this is Dibendu from New Delhi for DD India.